When analyzing global logistics, it's often helpful to look at how efficiently goods are moving from country to country. I'll show you how to use Visual I/O to analyze a global logistics network. To enter the application, click on the icon that looks like a heat map. The Shipment Performance dashboard will load, and you'll be in the Country KPI Map tab. On this colorful grid, each box represents one country. I'll turn on labels so we can see which country is which. Way down in the bottom left-hand corner of the control panel, this area on the left, there's an icon that looks like a green starburst. That's the options pop-up. I'll click to open it. Then from the Show Labels pull-down menu, choose All. That means show all the labels. Now I can see the country codes in all the boxes. What do the colors of the boxes mean? Let's open a legend to see. I'll close the options box and click on the rainbow colored icon to open the legend. So the countries are currently colored by geographic area. To organize this a little better, let's group our countries. I'll move the legend out of the way. At the top of the control panel, there's a pull-down menu called Group By. I'll choose Area from the list. Then another Group By menu appears, asking if you'd like a second Group By. I'll choose Region from that list. Now I can see my countries nested by region and area in the main chart. Below that are the color by controls. As we just saw in the legend, we're currently coloring the country boxes by area. To get more of a performance perspective, let's change it to overall performance score. This score is based on the percentage of shipments for each country, either going there or originating there, that meet on-time and quality performance standards. The red countries are doing poorly and the green ones are doing the best. Now what do the sizes of the countries represent? So in the size by, just below the color by, we can see the countries are currently sized by the total number of shipments. If we want, we can adjust the size difference using the size zoomer under the size by. I'll drag the left edge to the left and the right edge all the way to the right. Now the KPI map is looking pretty good. I could have gotten to this point by you recalling a bookmark or state that I had previously saved, but I thought it would be more useful for you to get a sense of how the Visual I/O user controls work. Now I can explore further by choosing different scores to color by, or by grouping in different ways using the group bys. Next, let's look at the Dynamic KPI Explorer. I'll click on the second tab up top, right next to the Country KPI map. This view looks similar to the KPI map we were just looking at, but it gives even more flexibility to explore country-level performance metrics. You'll notice that the group by settings and labeling settings carry over from the previous tab. Let's just adjust the size zoomer as we did on the Country KPI map. The color index is already set to success percent for origination shipments, which is the one we want, so we don't have to change anything there. Now I can have some fun. Just below the map is a color index slider. This slider lets you dynamically set the threshold value for what shows as green, good, and red, not so good. When I first grab the slider, you can see it's set by default at about 76%, the midpoint for this metric. If I drag it to the left, say to 61% or so, it leaves just one country, Mozambique, in the red. All the other countries are above this threshold. Now if I slide it to the right, say to 92% or so, I can see that the countries in Western Europe over here are all above that threshold, but most of the countries in South Asia and the Mideast are below it. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to explore for yourself, click the Try It link on Visual I/O's homepage.